She says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it. You live for the fun when that's all that you got.
What's up everyone, it's SquishyJoshy, creative vagabond taking you on adventures in gaming, art, music and experiences, and today we're back with HAGANE and their cover of Bon Jovi's Livin On A Prayer. Now I've got some pretty big memories with Bon Jovi, the artist. Growing up I used to hear my dad play his songs all the time, especially It's My Life, and Livin On A Prayer is certainly one of those songs where it's just like known by so many people, it's appreciated by people that aren't necessarily people that listen to rock music, so it's just one of those songs that is stuck with most of society. Although that being said, I do also know people that just can't stand Bon Jovi. That's a different story. But today we're going to be reacting to HAGANE's cover of Livin On A Prayer, probably one of the greatest songs of all time. I've changed my lighting in the background to match the walls of the room that they're in, and it looks like they're in this sort of like, you know, rehearsal room, which is definitely one of those things that you don't see a lot of when it comes to artists and like official videos, you know. Sometimes you'll get like the odd documentary where the band will take you on a studio tour and you'll see the recording studio and stuff, but for the most part you don't usually see videos sort of performed in rehearsal spaces, which is more of just like, you know, the band trying to like get better at synergy and mastering the performance aspect of things in a space that they can freely just make as much noise as possible. And yeah, like I just personally find that interesting, because if you're just some outsider that's following a band for their music, for the most part you probably only just be hearing their songs on streaming services and maybe, you know, going to see them at a concert. You probably wouldn't see this sort of behind the scenes stuff, so this is really cool. I'm excited to see how they cover this song. I'm hoping we get some great camera angles as well, because I always love observing musicians and their gear and how they play. So yeah, let's check this out now. But before we do, remember there's a giveaway happening at 5,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we get there by the end of the year, and if we do, thank you guys so much in advance. Let's get into this. Okay. I potentially have some backing tracks going on here. Yep.
Once upon a time, not so long ago.
Tommy used to walk on the knocks. Eunice been on track. His style, his luck is tough. So tough.
Nice.
Gina works and diner all day, walking for her man. She brings home her pay for love. For love. She says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer.
Yeah, nice. I feel like they've captured the essence of the song really well, but also they're throwing their own little spin on it. They're staying pretty true to the original, but also you can hear that they've got their own little flair on it, which I think is really important, especially when you're covering a song, that you kind of, you know, put your own little twist on it. Something that really stands out to me is that you can tell that they're having a lot of fun with this. You can see it in their expression that, you know, even if they might not be singing it exactly the same, and even though they're trying to achieve the full sound with only 4 members, they've actually got to really rely on those backing tracks. But I think it all kind of comes together pretty nicely. If you're a musician like me, you're going to notice that. So obviously she can't play both guitar parts at the same time, right? She can't be doing the power chords and that little riff at the same time. But to like just a general listener, I'm sure that won't bother them too much anyway. So, but yeah, it's a really good cover so far. I'm really liking it. And I'm excited to hear later on in the song when they go into the key change, if that will just really elevate the song. I think there are some notes in this song that the way she's singing it, she's actually going into a lower register, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, if you're playing it in the same key as the original as well, you're going to have to adjust the vocals to match, and obviously everyone has a different range, but she's doing a really good job, I feel. Love this flying V guitar as well. Not sure if it's exactly like the Gibson flying V though, I can't really tell, but it's definitely in that flying V shape. And I love how energetic the drummer is. Like, she just really just went into it. She's just like, yep, She knows the song obviously by heart. I actually wonder how well known Bon Jovi is amongst like the younger generation in Japan. It's very interesting to me because I went to Japan earlier this year and I still got to post the vlogs from that. There's a lot of stuff I got to edit, but I was hanging out with one of my friends over there, Reno, and we went to this bar, and I've mentioned this a couple of times before, and it was like a rock bar, and there was this really cool old man who was kind of like the owner of the bar, and he was playing some songs for us, you know, like we requested some songs, and one of the songs that my friend requested was this song, Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, and she seemed really passionate about the song, and I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't know that about her at first, but you can see that there's a real passion and interest in these classic Western songs, and I think HAGANE probably also have that same sort of passion and interest. Anyways, let's get back into the reaction. Those secondary vocals sound so legit too. That's really cool. Nice little dive bomb.
She cries in the night, Tom and whispers, baby, it's okay. Someday we've gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer.
Ooh. Here we go.
We gotta hold on, ready or not. You live for the part where that's all that you got.
Hey.
We're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Oh, we're
Oh, nice.
halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Oh, yeah.
Hey. Oh, what an ending. I like that. That is fantastic stuff. Like the way that she switched up the drums at the end, where it was very much like, hey, wait, let's end this in like a HAGANE fashion. And she started to crash out on the drums, you know, and then did a little fill at the end. That was really cool. I like that they're in this kind of rehearsal space, but they're treating it as if they're performing in front of a big like pub or bar or something, which really adds to them just being so dynamic. And yeah, this feels like such a contrast though from how we've seen them in our previous reactions. We've seen one video where it was like a full-on music video, and then we saw Hero Time, which was like a live performance kind of thing where they were performing the song on stage, and now this is kind of more like a behind the scenes, you know, cover song. We're in a rehearsal space, and the way that they're presenting themselves is totally different, right? So they had the whole, you know, professional look with the costumes and stuff in the first two videos we reacted to, and in this one they're just more casual, they're happy. It's almost as if they want us to see that there's multiple sides to HAGANE. There's the serious side where it's like we make our own great music, we have the awesome visuals and everything like that, and then they want to show us the other side where they're like, you know, we're also chill. We love the performance aspect of it, and I think that's partially what they wanted to show us with this. Great cover. I got to work on my own covers, you know, like
ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're
a lot of people say a lot of discovery comes from the covers, because people will be searching for songs they already know, and then when they see another artist perform it, it gets them intrigued. So maybe I need to start doing more covers. All I've been doing for like the last 10 or so years is just write original stuff, and they're all sitting on a shelf right now, like 60 plus songs I got to get out. If you're following along for my music journey. I've got another YouTube page called Awkward Convos. That's my music project. I'm hoping to eventually at some point expand that to about 6 or 7 members. We've currently got 4 that we're kind of like working on with like the core music, but then eventually I need to add in a couple more live members. So yes, if you guys are also interested in potentially, you know, original music from myself, stay tuned, because that sort of stuff is in the works, but it's like sort of cooking up in the background while I do these reaction videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this reaction. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please do smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.